China just walked away from the most powerful AI chips in the world, even after the US government approved the sale. Not because they could not afford them, because they decided they did not need them. In the next few minutes, I will show you why that decision is your problem for the next 4 years. And the one move I would make this week if your business touches any AI tool at all. I run my business from Shanghai. I watch this chip story land from inside the market. Quick favor before I get into this. This channel is 3 months old and I post one video a week from inside Shanghai. So you get the part of the China story nobody else is telling you. If that sounds useful to you, please hit subscribe. It is the one thing that lets me keep doing this. Alright, here is what happened. Earlier this year, the US Commerce Department approved the export of Nvidia's H200 AI chips to 10 major Chinese tech companies. Alibaba, Tencent, ByteDance, the JD.com, Lenovo, the list of buyers no chip maker on the planet would say no to, and the China said no. Not one H200 chip has shipped into a Chinese company since approval. Nvidia has now halted H200 production. Beijing's custom is the wall, and the wall is intentional. This is not a trade war footnote. It is the moment the world's two largest economies decided their AI infrastructure was going to run on different hardware. Before I get into why China made the call, you should know this up front. What just happened changes what you pay for AI in 2026. It changes what your AI vendor can sell you. It changes who your data sits next to. Stay with me, the personal cost piece is 3 minutes away. And the reason China made this call is simpler and bigger than most reporting is telling you. China refused those chips because China is building its own, not in theory, in production. Huawei is doubling Ascend 910 chip production this year. Ascend 950 PR is rolling out in 2026. Ascend 960 in 2027. Ascend 970 in 2028. This is a roadmap, not a press release. Cambricon is shipping. More threats went public in December. Biren is scaling. The Chinese AI hardware market is projected at $67 billion by 2030. Beijing is not waiting for permission to buy American chips. It is building the alternative right now. And here is the part Western coverage keeps missing. It is not really a competition anymore. It is a split. The world's AI industry is splitting into two tracks. Western labs, OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, the cloud giants keep scaling on unrestricted Nvidia hardware. Chinese labs, Tencent and ByteDance are becoming the world's testbed for non-Nvidia chips. Their models train on Huawei, Cambricon and more threat silicon. Different chips, different software stacks, different training pipelines, different cost structures, different export profiles. 12 months from now, there is no the AI industry anymore. There is American AI and there is Chinese AI. This is not abstract. Your ChatGPT, your Google Gemini, Anthropic's cloud, your AWC cloud, your enterprise AI subscription, every one of those runs on Nvidia hardware today. 12 months from now, the version of those tools you use in the United States and the version your Chinese competitor uses are not the same software anymore. Same logo on the screen, different chip underneath. Different cost, different speed, different limits. Quick check-in. If you are still with me, you are exactly the kind of person I make these videos for. One small ask. If this is worth your 7 minutes, please subscribe. It lets me keep telling you what is coming before the news does. And it is genuinely the only thing that decides whether I can keep making these videos for you. Alright, here is what happens to Nvidia itself. For Nvidia, this is a bigger than one product line. The Chinese AI market they could not enter is the same market that could outscale them on volume. Huawei is doubling production. Cambricon is shipping. More threats went public. Every dollar Beijing pulls from the Nvidia order book funds a domestic competitor that gets cheaper, faster, and good enough. Within 4 years, Nvidia is not just losing a customer, it is creating one. The competitor is not staying in China. Chinese chip makers will sell into every market that does not block them. Africa, Southeast Asia, the Middle East, Latin America, same buyers that Silicon Valley was planning to serve next. What does this actually mean for the American business owners watching this? In the next 12 months, your AI vendor is going to have to pick a side. They cannot sell freely in the both markets anymore. The chip their model runs on decides what countries they can ship to, what enterprise customers they can serve, and what their cost per call is. The cost lands on your invoice, quietly at first, then all at once when the contract renews. In the next 4 years, that split widens. Your enterprise AI subscription, the platform you run your operations on, the analytics in your supply chain, the customer service bot, all of it depends on a silicon stack that just changed direction. If the alternative chip becomes good enough, parts of your stack quietly get rebuilt on Chinese silicon, and your data routine changes with it. Where your customer data lives, where it travels, who can see it, all of that is downstream of the chip your vendor runs on. For Silicon Valley, this is the biggest paying customer base disappearing in real time. The same Silicon Valley that builds ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Anthropic's Claude, your cloud, and your enterprise AI tools is now staring at a multi-billion-dollar revenue gap they cannot close inside 12 months. Their pricing assumed China was open. It is not. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, the cloud giants, every one of them was modeling a global market. That model is broken. Expect the gap to be made up somewhere. The somewhere is going to be your enterprise contract, your seat license, and your pre-use pricing. Here is your first move. Audit your AI stack. Make a list of every AI tool, every platform, every model your business actually uses. ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, the custom one your IT teams built, the analytics dashboard in your sales pipeline, all of it. For each one, ask one question. Where is its hardware made? And where is its biggest paying market? If the answer is American chips, American customers, you are insulated for now. If the answer is American chips, Chinese customers, you have a pricing risk inside 12 months. If the answer is Chinese chips anywhere, your data path changes and your contract terms will follow. Get the answers in writing before September. And this is where the architect buyers separate from everyone else. The architect reads this story today and runs the audit this week. Everyone else waits for the price increase email to land in October. Then they call their vendor and ask what changed. By that point, the architect has already moved. Be the one who saw it first. The chip story is the early chapter of a much bigger split. We'll keep watching it land from inside Shanghai, and the next chapter is going to make this one look small. Thank you for being here with me. See you on Thursday.